In today's video, we're going to be talking about the salvage yard in GTA 5 because it just dropped into the game yesterday with the December DLC. So they also added a bunch of cars and stuff as well, but we're not going to talk about that. In this video, we're just focusing on the salvage yard, so I'll show you guys how to get it, the best way to do it, and the best way to make the most money with it. But really, let's just get right into it. Alright, so to start off, we obviously need to purchase one. So open up your phone, go to internet, money and services, go to foreclosure bank, and then come over here on the top right and select salvage yards. Now there's going to be 5 of these. There's going to be 2 at the very top of the map, which I don't suggest you guys get just because it's so far. But there's also going to be 3 in the city, so I would say go ahead and pick up one of these. So the one that I purchased was the strawberry, just because it's right beside like a very big road, so it's going to be easy to get in and get out. But people have their own opinions for these. I suggest the strawberry, but if you want to get another one, go ahead. Now as far as the upgrades for this, first thing is obviously the tint, so you don't need this, but you can get whichever one you want. Next is the trade rate. So pretty much when you call Moore's Mutual and you pay to get your car repaired when it's destroyed, if you pay this 450k, you'll get a discount on that. I don't think it's worth it, but if you guys want to get it, go ahead. Now the next thing is the tow truck. You can get the nice one for 1.1 million, or you can get the cheaper one for 650k. Now you don't necessarily need this. This is going to be kind of like a side mission to the business. It's like an extra way to make money with the business. So we'll talk about it later in the video, and then you can decide if you want to purchase it or not. Now next thing is the wall safe. Now this is pretty much related to the tow truck. So in your wall safe you can have 250k, and the way you make that money is by doing missions for the tow truck. So every time you do a mission, a little bit of money goes in there until you have 250k, then you can deposit it. So once again, that's optional as well. And lastly is the staff. So the staff is going to be helping you salvage the parts for the car. Now do you need the staff? We'll also talk about this later in the video. So by the end of the video, everything will make much more sense. So once you go into your salvage yard business, you're gonna get a very long cutscene. But after that's done, this is what the place looks like. So when you come in here, this is a tow truck right here. If you go upstairs, there's like a bed and everything, so you can sleep there, and there's some chairs. But the main way to make money with this business is going to be at the laptop right over here. Alright, so here's how it works. So pretty much every single week in GTA 5, there's going to be 3 cars that you can go ahead and steal. As you guys can see, it shows your value. So there's a max sell value and there's a salvage value. Now when you get the car, you have 2 options. One is you can deliver the car yourself and make the max sell value, or 2, if you purchase the upgrade for the staff, you can keep the car in your salvage yard and get them to salvage it, and then you'll get the salvage value. So essentially you'll make less money, but that way you don't have to deliver it. But we'll talk about that later in the video as well. Alright, so out of the 3 cars, go ahead and choose one that you want to start. So I'm going to start Turismo right here. Now the very first thing you have to do is go and do a scope out mission. So for this one, it was pretty easy. You pretty much come to the police station and you need to take 3 photos, one from the helicopter, one from the front entrance, and then one from the side entrance. And once you've done that, you can go back to your salvage yard business. Now here's everything that you need to do. So as you can see on the right side, there's going to be 3 tasks that you have to do. So you have to get a getaway vehicle, you have to get a stun gun, and you have to stash your weapons. So in order to do the task, pretty much as you guys can see in the top left, if you're in free mode and you're just driving around the map, if you open up your map, you'll see the duffel bag icons. There's going to be 3 of them. And if you go to each of them, you can start the mission, and once you've done 3 of them, you're done your tasks. So that's what you have to do for the tasks. Literally just walk out your business, go on your map, and you'll see them somewhere on the map, and just go ahead and complete them. But what you also need to do is the planning work. So there's going to be 2 setups essentially, and then you can start the finale. So if you have the auto shop in GTA 5, this is kind of similar to the auto shop contracts as far as like how long it takes you to do. It's kind of like a mini heist essentially. So the first thing we have to do for the planning work out of the 2 setups is the police maverick. So this is basically stealing the police chopper. Now this was pretty easy. First thing we need to do is come over to the police station and go to the signal box and do a quick hack. And then from here, you're going to go to the police station where the chopper is. Now be careful because the police can catch you here. So make sure you walk around out of their sight and you'll be good. Now a lot of the cops actually move around too, so if you be patient, they'll pretty much move around and then you can walk over, like the first guy you see right here. And then once you're in the chopper, you pretty much take off. Now when you take off, you're gonna get cops on you, but that's fine, just fly around a bit and you'll lose the cops. And then from there, they'll give you a location to put the chopper down, and then you have to leave the area. Now the second setup is to go ahead and get some weapons. So there's some weapons left for us at the ammunition store. So once you get in, if you go over to the right over here, as you guys can see, there's going to be a bag right here. You just want to pick that up, and then you want to go back to the police station and you're going to stash it under a garbage can right here. And once you leave the area, you're done that setup as well. So super easy and super quick. Now I'm not really going to go into the tasks too much, but pretty much the 3 missions are: 1, you go and steal some gear, and then 2, you go on like a police car and you open the trunk and you take the stun gun. And then for the third task, I kind of want to talk about this because it was kind of cool. For your getaway vehicle, you get to choose which one you want. So there's going to be a bunch of cars in here and you pretty much get in whichever one you want, and that's the one you're going to use for the finale. And so you pretty much take the car and you stash that, and now you're ready for the finale. So the first thing you have to do is go down and get your chopper, because that's how we're actually going to get into the police station. So get into your chopper, you go on the police station, you land it there. There's going to be 1 cop chilling by the door, so you pretty much use your stun gun to tase him. But after that, you have a bunch of gas grenades and you actually have to drop them in these ventilation units. So it's going to be 5 of these, so make sure you drop it on all of them. And then once you've done that, you're ready to go in. Now remember, you're only supposed to use the stun guns, so just be ready because you can die pretty easily. But the first thing you have to do is locate the cell keys, and they're going to be right over here, so take them. And then as soon as you have them, you can go down to the basement. Now there's going to be no smoke in the basement just because the ventilation doesn't go into the basement. But pretty much come over here to this computer and you want to open the gate. And as soon as you've done that, you can go to King Tiny's cell and we rescue him. Now he opens the door here because he says he knows the code, and from here you just have to leave the building. So as soon as you exit the jail, make sure to go ahead and pick up your guns under this garbage can that we stashed, and then you have to destroy the control panel so the gate will open. Now from here, a bunch of cops are going to be trying to arrest you, so make sure you just take them out, and then you can take a car and run away. Then I had to lose the cops, and after losing the cops, I had to go down to the airport to drop off King Tiny, and he takes a chopper and he flies away. And from here we can finally go ahead and take the car that we've been doing all these missions for. So you're gonna come down to where the car is. Now there's gonna be a bunch of people that you're gonna have to take out, but as soon as you've done that, you can take the car and deliver it back to your salvage yard, and you're gonna get another cutscene, but now you're done the mission. So you actually could get some bonuses here. So if you didn't kill any cops, then you get an extra 10k, but I think that's really hard to do. If you break the jail in 3 minutes, you also get an extra 10k, which I didn't know, so I just took my time. And then if King Tiny has 75% health or more, you get 10k, so I got that. And if you can do all 3 of those, you get an extra 10k. Now, like I said, once you have the car, there's 2 ways to sell it. So right now, as you guys can see, one thing I can do is go ahead and do a sell mission and get 395k. Or if I don't want to do the sell mission, then what I can do is salvage the parts. So my staff will take the parts and they'll sell it, and I'll only get 316k. So you choose what you want to do. I think selling it is way better just because you get an extra like 80k. Also, the first time you do this, you do get an extra 50k bonus, so keep that in mind as well. So that's the main way to make money with the Salvage Yard business. But now let's talk about the tow truck service. So pretty much what you can do is come over to your tow truck and say launch tow truck service. Now from here, you go to a car, you tow it, and you deliver it back to your business, and that's all you have to do. Now for this tow truck service, I don't know how much it pays, because once you deliver the car, you have to wait a while for them to take the parts out and then you get paid. But that's really how the Salvage Yard business works. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you guys want a business just like the Salvage Yard, then the vehicle cargo will be a good option. So go ahead and check out this video where I talk about how you can make millions with the vehicle cargo business. But really guys, I'll see you in the next one.